Yo, what's up, everybody? This is LB the Realist with Surrealistic Studios, Surreal News, where the real is surreal. So, I was not able to watch the Democratic debates last night, but I did get to see the part where they asked Bernie Sanders, so did you say this? Did you say that a woman can't basically win the nomination for president, or a woman can't be president? And Bernie denied it and said, no, that's not what I said. Right after that, they turned to Elizabeth Warren, the CNN moderator, and they asked her, so, how did you feel when Senator Sanders said that? Oh my God, it's so bad that even MSNBC is talking about it. Everybody's talking about this. How they just totally disrespected Bernie Sanders to his face and said, yeah, whatever you say you didn't say this, but I'm gonna believe Senator Warren. It's just amazing to me, and honestly, in my opinion, this has got Me Too this has got Me Too written all over it. This is a prime example of, no, we're going to believe the woman. And no, mind you, this doesn't have anything to do with sexual assault or rape or anything like that. But the main premise is there. We're going to believe the woman because she's a woman. And we're going to totally ignore your side. We're going to totally ignore your answer. And we're just going to pivot to Warren and then ask her how she felt because you said what you said to her. Even though you said that you didn't say the thing that we're saying you said. It's unbelievable. I'm laughing because it's surreal. This is where we are. I mean, this is no longer 2019. This is 2020. We're supposed to have a vision. We're supposed to be here with it. And and they just totally ignore what he had to say. After the debates, another thing people are talking about is Bernie Sanders puts out his hand to shake Elizabeth Warren's hand, and she totally snubs him. She totally snubs him, does not shake his hand. She says something to him. You can't really make it out. I mean, I'm sure lip readers out there can make out what they said. She says something to him. He responds back. You know, it sounds like he says something like, you know, I just don't want to do this shit right now, and then he just walks off. So, and then she goes on and she talks to, I think, I don't know, Steyer or something like that. This is all after shaking Joe Biden's hand and giving him a nice pat on the shoulder there. Then she goes to Bernie Sanders and snubs him. So everyone's talking about how Elizabeth Warren basically snubbed Bernie Sanders after the debates. How she said that during a private meeting between herself and Sanders, he told her that a woman can't be president, which is the most ridiculous thing that anybody, quite frankly, has heard probably this whole time. Because, like, we have the receipts with Bernie Sanders. You can't just say that about Bernie Sanders and not be fact-checked. We have the evidence. Bernie Sanders said a long time ago that a woman can be president. He campaigned and toured for Hillary Clinton to try to get her nominated, to try to get her to win, because he believed in her over Donald Trump. So you can't use that argument. Like, there's some people, I guess it was 4 people from Elizabeth Warren's campaign that supposedly leaked this information, that during a private meeting that they weren't there for, they weren't even present at this meeting. They're saying that Bernie Sanders told Elizabeth Warren that a woman can't be president, and Elizabeth Warren confirmed this. Now, during the debate, she tried to not get into it. As far as the part that I seen, because I didn't see the whole thing, but from the part that I seen, she said that Bernie Sanders is her friend, and she didn't want to get into it, and that, you know, but basically she confirmed it. She said, I disagree. When they pivoted to Elizabeth Warren after disrespecting Bernie Sanders after he said, I didn't say this. They said, well, Elizabeth Warren, how did you feel after he said this? And Elizabeth Warren said, I disagree. So she's not denying it, which is sad, you know. So I'm even seeing Emma Vigilant, you know, express her I guess her discomfort with Elizabeth Warren saying what she's saying about Bernie Sanders, about how a woman can't be president, because it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, you know. But Bernie Sanders has been dealing with this ever since the last election cycle, when they said that his campaign, I guess, had an issue with male chauvinism, or they weren't treating their women their women staffers properly. So, you know, it just goes to show you that whatever somebody's fault is, they're going to automatically project that onto the next person, or whoever they're going against, they're going to project that onto them, you know. So because Bernie Sanders has a stellar record with women, and with equal pay for women, and, you know, as far as being on the right side of history with women issues, like, we have the receipts for those. Because he's so strong on that, they use that against him and say, well, no, because he's so strong on it, he's actually not that. It's a tactic that I'm seeing reoccur, like, over and over again in politics and in media and in the news. Whatever somebody's biggest advantages, they turn it into a disadvantage, and they just project onto them, you know. So, you know, because Bernie Sanders is so great on this, they're going to say he's not so great on this. So it's very disappointing, you know, to hear this from Elizabeth Warren. I mean, I wasn't expecting too much from her. I do know that they said that they're friends, and I thought that maybe there was a chance that when Bernie Sanders said that he was gonna pick someone for his VP that was a woman that was a little bit younger than him, I thought he was talking about Elizabeth Warren. I'm not so sure anymore. I'm really not so sure. I mean, maybe still, it could be a possibility, but I mean, after this is the biggest rift that I've seen between Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren thus far. So this is interesting. We're gonna see where this goes. Hopefully I can catch this debate sometime soon, because I wasn't able to watch it, like I said. But let me know what your guys' thoughts are in the comment section below. If you did catch the debate, what did you think about it? Did anybody have any good points? Did anybody look good to you besides Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren? I heard that Tom Steyer was actually looking pretty good, and Joe Biden probably made off the best because of the whole Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren spat. So again, like this video if you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Catch me on all social media. All right, until next time, I'm out.